Right, Joe, you were 3 out of 4 with your quarter-final picks. I settled for that every week.
Not so bad at all.
If we work through the quarter-finals each in turn, first up,
yes.
Serene Ace.
Yes.
Another very good performance.
Brilliant. It was the third meeting of Serene Ace and Flashing Willow. And once again, the result was the same. Serene Ace out very well, but showed tremendous early pace, got to the bend, 5 in front, ran on and won by 7 in the finish. It was a tremendous performance. Broke to 21 seconds once again. I can look back to number 6, Flashing Willow. Left about 4 lengths last from trap 6, and it's usually fairly good away. Made up a lot of ground to finish third. Did very, very well, but no match whatsoever for Serene Ace.
Just so quick out of the traps.
It's not so much very fast out of the traps, but great early pace. You get to the bend first, and that's what's winning these races. The track wasn't in good condition tonight with the rain, a lot of rain, and still it broke to 21 seconds. Good run, very, very good.
So would rain tend to make a track quicker?
Well, it doesn't make it quicker. I'd say if anything, maybe just slow it a wee bit. Perhaps it doesn't make a great deal of difference to the sand, but it wasn't as good a condition as it was, I would say, the first night when he did 2080. So he's still in top form. Derby trainer, he has in great order.
And also a very strong performance from Shankle Johnny.
Yes, Shankle Johnny in the second race. He ran from trap 2, out along with number 3. He got down to the first bend just in front, challenged by number 5, Ross Dame, who ran a blinder altogether, ran a terrific race. And it ended up with Shankle Johnny winning by just 3/4 of a length. Time was very good again, 2099, so it's coming on to 21 seconds, which is only a half a length slower than Serene Ace. And as I said to you last week, I'm a great believer in the clock. But it was a fine performance by Shankle Johnny.
Well, both greyhounds breaking 21 seconds. I mean,
yes.
This is a strong competition, but the third quarter-final, it was a bit messier, wasn't it?
It was. The 6 of them went to the bend together. 4 came out of it best of all, to the delight of locals. It's a locally owned dog. It's owned by a syndicate in R&D, headed by bookmaker Michael Rooney. And the dog came up, it's trained in Cork by John Linehan, and he came all the way up from Cork. And excuse me, it's great that we've got a semi-finalist out of it, so there'll be plenty of support there for the semi-final.
That's Run Into Shea by Lahul Blake.
Lahul Blake, who was trained by Michael Donovan, who trained Serene Ace, trained by Michael to win the Derby. And he trains Serene Ace in the first, so it's a connection.
It all connects, doesn't
Absolutely.
it? And then Hawkfield Ozark just seemed to get stronger as the race went on.
Ran very well from trap 5, even break, but he got to the bend in front, led 6 by 2 lengths, and then went on strongly to win by 1.5 lengths, 21.04. Again, it's only less than a length behind Serene Ace. So we've got a terrific competition going into next Saturday night semi-finals. Terrific competition.
What was the standout performance tonight?
I'd have to say Serene Ace. As I say, I'm a great believer in the top, but the very fact that he won by 7 lengths put an awful lot of daylight between it and the second dog. And in the same race, Flashing ran a very good race to take second place. Came from stone last to finish third. So it ran very well. But it's very interesting into the semi-finals.
So would Serene Ace still be your anti-post pick?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Have to be, anti-post pick, and I'm sure it's anti-post favourite.
Well, you recommended him at 11-4 last week.
Yes.
I think he's going to be more like 11-8 after going into the semi-finals.
But you know more about odds, Will, but I'm sure you're right. It'll be far over.
So you were 3 out of 4 in the quarterfinals. We need a semi-final double for you.
Yeah, all we're looking for is 2 this week.
That's it.
Yes, well, the draw. Jim's just after making the draw there, and very interesting first semi-final. You have Corbrack Prince in trap 2, and you have Shankly Johnny in trap 4, and Flashing Willow, which I spoke about, it's in trap 5. Sadly, Run Into Shame, the local dog, is drawn in trap 1, and trap 1 hasn't had a good record in the competition. We've had 19 heats so far, and trap 1 has only won 1 of the races. So the statistics aren't in favour of Run Into Shea. Hopefully it'll run into a place and get into the final. But I'd be leaving it between Corbrick Prince and Shankhill Johnny, and I'd be inclined to go for Corbrick Prince from trap 2. 1 in 21.04, I think he can win again. Second semi-final, you'd have to be looking at Serene Ace, well drawn in trap 3. Hawkfield Ozart, which ran a right good race tonight to win. It's in trap 5. I think it's between the two, and I'd be leaning on the side of Serena's.
Okay, so the double for the
Doubles
semi-finals.
for the semi-finals, Corbrack Prince and Serena's.
We'll be watching out for those. Next Saturday, Saturday, August the 6th, the semi-finals of the BOR Racing Irish Sprint Cup at Dundalk Stadium. The competition is bubbling up really nicely.